you can rotate the filter around to achieve the best desired polarized effect for the glare that you're receiving. Now, it's pretty hard, especially with an ND64, to rotate it and get it so that you've got the deep blue sky and the nice land below, because everything's so dark in the image. But I'm going to give it my best shot, and hopefully I get it right. Alright, so that's it for a day of flying with the ND filters and the polarized filters. And I'm going to go back indoors and check out the video footage and give you my final thoughts on these Freewell filters. Alright, so before I give you my final thoughts on these really cool filters, let me just show you the Freewell 8-pack of all-day filters up close. Here we have the Freewell 8-pack filter set for the DJI Mavic Air. It is their 4K series, which means the glass is highly refined, no defects whatsoever. You receive 8 filters. 4 of them are prime and 4 are mixed. So all the filters in this pack that have a polarized coating, you can actually turn the dial so that you can set the angle of polarization. As you saw in the video, my filter pack is pretty well all messed up with all sorts of markings. That's because I wear glasses and I can't see that tiny print even outdoors. It's kind of hard to see. So I just mark it up ahead of time. One thing that was pretty cool about this filter pack is not only were part of the filters polarized and the other half not, but there's also an ND64 filter in this pack. And as you saw in the actual video, when I tried to compare ND64 against no filter, I was hoping to get a lot more motion blur because that's what it's going to do, cause massive motion blur, but it was so bright and sunny out and the sun was reflecting off the snow that the shutter had no chance. You need a darker object. So when I checked the shutter speeds, the Mavic Air was actually shooting with no filter at 3,000th of a second, and with the filter on the ND64 I was down to 1/30th of a second. So huge difference. One thing that's really great with an ND64 filter is you can do some really cool photo effects. So if you put the filter on your Mavic Air, you go flying just after sunrise or just before sunset, fly over something like fast moving water and just hover the Mavic Air, snap a photo of the water and the surrounding area, and what you're going to end up with is photos like this. And as you can see, the photos look pretty cool. All that's happening here is the shutter on a camera is remaining open for a lengthy period of time. So objects that aren't moving are in focus and objects that are moving are out of focus. Freewell also makes an ND1000 filter and the photos that come out of that are pretty stunning. So with all that said, you can see that these filters are top notch. They are obviously superior quality. Freewell's been doing this for a while. They've got it down pat. There's no defects in the glass. Everything looks stunningly great. Polarized filters bring out the color better. And as you saw in my samples, I found that the colors were more vibrant each time I put a filter on, vice not having a filter on. So this brings me to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe so you can catch more videos like this of reviews of products, reviews of drones, expensive drones, toy drones, whatnot, coming up in the future. More to come. Till then, take care.